Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my review of this past week's episode of Supernatural on the CW, which was episode 17 of season 14, called Game Night. Yeah, we're back to talking about Supernatural regularly on this channel. Again, I apologize, I've been a bit spotty with that this season, but since it was announced that next season, season 15, is going to be the last one, and since I've been continuing to rewatch the show with my girlfriend, I've just, my love for the show is reinvigorated. Not necessarily that it ever went away, but Supernatural is definitely one of the greatest shows of all time. It's definitely one of my all-time favorite shows. Sometime I'm going to do a list of my top shows of all time, like top 20 or something, because I've watched a lot, and more than that too. But yeah, it's definitely sort of remotivated me to get back to talking about the show more regularly on my channel. I still plan doing a video ranking all the seasons, somehow maybe doing a top episodes list too, I don't know. That'd be pretty overwhelming considering, the sheer amount. Just a very, very memorable show, and I definitely plan on reviewing every episode that's left of the show, including the rest of the last 3 of season 14 here, as well as the last 20 and the 15th and final next season, excuse me. But yeah, so this episode, Game Night, I thought was pretty good. Like I said, just 3 episodes left in the season. The Game Night portion of it, sort of the intro to it, was pretty fun with Dean singing it up and everything like that. But of course, the big focus of this episode was Jack. His as he uses his powers more and more, the more his soul depletes, and now it's quite possible he's completely lost it. Though I don't know if he has completely yet, because he still seems to show a little bit of, I shouldn't say hesitation at this point, but when he does something bad, he still seems a bit thrown off by the results of it, he doesn't necessarily enjoy it, or he's not completely unaffected by it yet. So that's something I still think there's a chance with him. I don't think he's too far gone yet. But of course, I particularly love seeing Mark Pellegrino again in this episode. Again, just glad they brought him back to anything to do with Lucifer. That's the way it should be. And he pretty much sets him up, this whole episode. And leads into an attempt to resurrect Lucifer, or Lucifer, who's not actually dead anymore. He's kind of stuck in that empty. Like Nick said, whatever stays dead around here anymore. But he was basically just trying to at least bring him back into their world, into in the flesh and everything like that. So I like that, and the fight scene between Nick and Sam was pretty good, a bit more violent than I was expecting. Nick is able to gain the advantage where, hitting Sam with a big rock. He didn't think Sam was going to die or anything, but it did kind of get you in the feels a little bit, knowing there's only like a season left. Sam sort of says some things to Dean about, always looking out for him, always, putting him first since they were kids and stuff like that. You hear that a little. And, it affects Dean, so it affects us. But, of course, Jack and Mary, they end up tracking down Nick, just before he's able to fully bring out Lucifer. Jack shuts that shit down pretty quickly. So that's one thing that's good, but then he ends up, apparently, burning Nick alive, basically, with his power. Now I think Lucifer will come back, and he'll probably somehow be able to still use Nick's body or something. He'll just heal it himself or something. I don't know. So I don't think we've seen the last of Lucifer, but the way he took down Nick there is definitely a bit far. Sure, yeah, Nick deserved it. He is a killer. He is crazy. Just the manner he did it with, the conviction that he did it wasn't necessary, obviously. And you could tell he sort of relished in it, or he at least sort of, I don't know. Like I said, that conviction was a bit of a tell there. And then Mary, she's a bit hesitant around him because she knows, there's a bit of a question of what's going on with him right now. But she ends up telling him and confronting him, that there's just not something right about me. I let him go back and let, Dean and Sam help and let's figure this all out together. But then the screen ends up cutting to black, and then you hear Jack say, Mary? And then no one responds, so did Jack just kill Mary, right? Probably not, I want to say. I don't know. Maybe just severely injured her or something. We're not sure exactly what happened, but no, and I don't think they do that again. Yeah, either at the very end of the season or maybe at the very end of the show. I don't know. But no. But how would I feel if Mary was killed, though? I'd feel it because the boys feel it. But I've always been mixed on the Mary character, like a lot of the fandom seems to be. I think Samantha Smith is a capable actress, but Mary's definitely been a frustrating, sort of spotty character over the last couple seasons. She's become more consistent over the last season 13, season 14 or so, as time has gone on. But since I've been watching Buffy lately too, I always just think now how perfect it would have been if Sarah Michelle Gellar was Mary. How amazing would that be? I mean, come on. But yeah, I don't think Mary's dead. And I will say it does, again, even though I love Supernatural, these past couple seasons and certain aspects of it sort of feel like retreads or like recycled versions of other stories we've had. And it's starting to feel like that now. Now it's the question again, okay, is this character becoming evil? We have that with Jack now. The whole Lucifer thing, even though I love Mark Pellegrino, it feels like we've been there before too. I don't know where else they could go either, but I definitely have faith in the show going into its last season, and I'm eager to see where they go with this. Still, so yeah, overall, pretty good episode. A bit of a hesitation with them going about certain story beats again, but again, just going to its last season, I feel like they know what direction they're going in, and I believe in whatever they're doing here. And also throughout the episode, we have, Cass sort of trying to find a way to reach God, and I thought it was a really nice tie back that Cassidy actually found that necklace again from the earlier seasons of the show that Dean would wear on his way to contact him. Joshua didn't necessarily have the kind of look they want with it, and it didn't seem like God responded to it. But I think, why would they bring such an iconic piece from the show back if it wasn't going to affect something? So I think it will. But yeah, I thought that part was a pretty nice callback. Yeah, if I had to rate this episode, I'm giving about an 8.7 out of 10. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.